Hi, I'm Logan,
I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Garrett.
I'm Abigail.
I'm Samuel.
and we want to be missionaries to Scotland.
Romans 10:14-15 says, "How then will they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how are they to believe in him of whom they have never heard? And how are they to hear without someone preaching? And how are they to preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the good news."
So we're going to Scotland, or I say we're going to Scotland, that depends upon funding, but we'll get there in a minute. So why do we want to go to Scotland? Where are we going in Scotland? Well, we want to go to Scotland to work with a ministry called 20 Schemes. So 20 Schemes exists what they focus on is church planting or church revitalization in Scotland's poorest communities called housing schemes. That's where they get the name 20 Schemes from. And so right now there are less than 3% of Scots would claim to be evangelical Christians. Most of them are going to be in your middle class areas, not your poor communities. There's a lot of people who live in poor communities. There are a lot of these poor communities in Scotland, a lot of these housing schemes, and there are a great number of them where there is no gospel preaching church, no gospel witness. People can literally live a lifetime and never meet a Christian and never hear the gospel message right now in Scotland's housing schemes. We want to go there. Our family wants to move into one of these communities with a team from 20 Schemes to help bring the gospel to these communities. So what do we need? We need funding in order to go. So we've sold our house. We're living in an apartment. We're debt free. So basically, unless some unforeseen thing happens, the only thing that will keep us from going to Scotland will be a lack of funds. Right now, we are a solid 1/3 of the way funded. And when I say that, what I mean is that is a combination of churches and individuals who are giving consistently right now to 20 Schemes. We'll need to preference your gift to Logan Elizabeth Heeke so that 20 Schemes can help us serve there. But these are a combination of churches and individuals who are right now contributing to help us go to Scotland. So we're a solid 1/3 of the way. What the timeline looks like is we need to be 80% funded by around May, and we need to be 100% funded by the end of July so that we can go there August the 1st of 2020. What this looks like, how does this break down? Well, we need around 55 people or churches to sign up to give $100 a month for initially 2 to 3 year period. Now, we don't ask for that specific amount from an individual or a church. We leave the specific amount up to the individuals or churches, but I break it down like that so it makes more sense. So literally, we would be at 100% if we can get a combination of 55 individuals or churches that were giving $100 a month. We realize that might look more like a lot of individuals giving 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whatever dollars a month, and maybe a few churches giving a few $100 a month, right? But just to kind of break it down to let you know, it's very achievable. It's within grasp. By no means should there be a lack, but we do need funding, and that is kind of why we're doing this video. Just kind of give an update on where we're at, the timeline, and what we need. There's 2 other ways that you can help in addition to or besides giving.
Is by prayer and contacts.
So we need prayer that will get the funding that we need, but also just the preparation for ourselves personally before we enter into this type of ministry. And contacts, if you know any people or churches that you think this would resonate with, that they would be interested, please share information or somehow get us in contact with them. Right now we're just trying to get the word out and meet with as many people as we can.
So I'm currently still working full time, and then so I'm meeting with folks and or churches in the evenings, on weekends, whenever we can talk by phone or text or whatever. But just if for those who want to find out more information, you can, or if you're led to to give. It's very simple. You go to 20schemes.com. There's a tab you click on there, it's called Give, and just make sure you preference your gift to Logan and Elizabeth Heeke. So if you're looking for somewhere to give a year-end gift, or looking for a ministry to support, maybe as part of your New Year's resolution or whatever, please consider us and help us go to Scotland and bring the gospel to one of these poor communities. Thank you for watching, and we hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.